Welcome everyone to another of my videos. So today I wanted to do a budget, and it's going to be for the month of July. It's been a while since I've done a budget, but being back in the Philippines now from Vietnam, I figured it was about time to go ahead and go through one. I've got the whole month of July now in place. I mean, there's one more day, but my bills have already been pretty much paid. So we'll go ahead and go through it line by line, and I'll kind of explain and throw numbers and maybe a few pictures up here while we're talking. So the first one here you can see is the rent and mortgage. So I pay $500 US currently. Now that is to a condo that's all inclusive. It includes the internet, cable TV, electric, water. So it's all inclusive. I'm not going to stay here about mid-August. I will leave and move to a different location. It's a nice condo. It's a bit far from everything, and I like to be able to walk around and go to the mall and maybe go to local shops, get a massage, go to the local drugstore, things like that. And here it's just it's not really convenient. The other thing is there's not really a workspace for me to do my teaching and also produce these videos. And oddly enough, they placed the sofa directly under the TV. So it's not even usable. You can sit on the sofa and play on your laptop and play on your phone and sit down, have a cup of coffee. But to watch TV, the TV is right directly above you. So just oddly placed, and it's therefore you can't even use it. So I don't like those couple of things about it, and therefore I will move. And I will update you guys and show you the new place that I go to after. Okay, so that moves down to line number 2, electric. As I said, this place is all-inclusive. It includes that. Water as well. So we go down to the cell phone now. I already own a cell phone, so there's no bill for the phone itself. There's just a bill for purchasing load. I spend about 500 pesos, which is 10 US dollars. And that gets me pretty much enough texts, enough phone calls, and enough data that I am more than fine for the entire month. I sign up for a package for 500 pesos, lasts me for 30 days. And most of the time I'm on Wi-Fi anyway with my cell phone, and I'm on my laptop. So that is sufficient for me. Next, we go down to groceries. Now, I cook a lot at home, but I don't spend a whole lot. I spend a couple thousand pesos a week. And so that averages out to about 150 for the month. Eggs and bacon is my typical breakfast, along with some juice and a coffee. And that's relatively very inexpensive. And lunch, sometimes I get busy. I don't even eat lunch sometimes. And then I'll eat an early dinner, like grilled chicken or some vegetables. And I mostly cook at home. Okay. So next we go down to the internet. That's included in my rent currently. May not be in the next place. I don't know. We'll find out. Okay, dining out and going out to get coffee. I'm kind of a coffee nut, I guess you would say. I like going out and I like grabbing coffees. And I do like dining out. I'm not a drinker, so if you are somebody who likes to go out to the bars and drink, this category is going to be much more expensive. For me, I don't really drink. I'll have a beer socially. I'm not much into the hard liquor or anything, but I'll have a beer or two on a social occasion. That's not often, but I do like to go out, and I kind of include this as dating as well. So dining out, going out for a coffee. I chalk that up. I include it with dating. Okay. Next, we have traveling and excursions. So a lot of times I'll just hop on the ferry, go over to Samal Island, which is 10 pesos one way. pay a fee to go snorkeling at a marine reserve, and I've spent hardly anything. I've spent like $10 for the day, just to go and have a day out at the beach and snorkeling and the ferry ride and some lunch. It's really cheap. I don't travel that often, I suppose. I maybe every other month. So this category just kind of rolls over into the next month, and then I utilize that for traveling to another city or something, or another island. Next, I only have one credit card, and I paid my $35 a month payment. Typically, my card is paid off. When I lived in the U.S., I think I had like 12 credit cards at one point. Got rid of all that crap, down to one card. When you live in the Philippines, you're virtually debt-free. You become living a debt-free type of life. You don't use credit anymore. It's not common. So when you come out here, one or two credit cards is all you need, and there's no reason you should ever have those maxed out. Visa fees, I have those coming out to about $400 a year. It's going to fluctuate a little bit. Prices change on that. So I average that out to about $35 a month. Now, the way it works in the Philippines is your first visa, you come out here, you get 29 days or 30 days, and then you can extend it one time after that to another 30 days or 29 days, and that costs around 3,130 pesos, about $60. Okay, the next time around, you will go ahead and get your ACR card, and you will get a 59-day extension. And then that will run you around 7,000 to 8,000 pesos, 160 US dollars, so 150 to 160 US. After that, you can renew every 2 months. So every 59 days, but you won't have that ACR fee, so it's going to run you around 5,000 or 6,000, I believe, about 6,000 pesos, $120. Now, twice in your 3-year stint in the Philippines, you can extend it out 6 months. Now, not all cities will let you extend it out 6 months, but Davao and Dumaguete, Cebu, Manila, I know they do. Other places, I'm not sure. Okay, so that's visa fees. Personal care haircuts, about $50. I mean, I usually go to a local barber and I spend about $1 per haircut. I get a haircut almost weekly because I like it. I like to keep it trim. I like to keep it neat. And then I'm talking about hair products and just shampoo, things like that. So personal care haircuts. Entertainment, I've included Netflix in this. Entertainment can be going out to the movies, just going out for a drink or something like that. I created a separate category for this, so that's about $100. Often that rolls over into my entertainment for the next month too. Miscellaneous, I just put $50 in there. That could be anything that pops up that I need that doesn't really fall into any of these categories. Okay, so that's how much I'm spending in Davao in a nutshell. If you guys have any questions about any of my expenses, post those comments down below. I'll be glad to go into more detail or answer those. So let's look at the summary here. What am I spending? Yeah, so 1,380 US dollars for the month of July. And to be honest, I actually have some of that left over. I didn't spend all of that. I'll just roll that over into my next month for a trip or something. I plan on going maybe to Cagayan de Oro or General Santos or Dipolog. Haven't quite decided yet where I will go. And I will do some videos while I'm out there. But that's it for the month of July. And yeah, I think that's pretty reasonable, and I live a pretty good life. I would say kind of a middle-class life. I live in a nice condo. I eat out when I want. Again, I suppose if you're into a lot of dating and a lot of traveling and you're into drinking, sure, your budget's going to run higher. I still don't see how people spend more than a couple thousand a month. But to each his own. This is my budget. This is kind of a middle class type of a budget, and I think it's a good starting point for some people to get an idea of what they could spend out here on a monthly basis. Okay, thank you guys for watching. Hit that subscribe button, hit the bell notification to stay up to date with the latest content, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.